on, bitch.
You are now listening to the sounds of
JonQ. After listening,
You'll be fat girls in no time.
And you know this, man.
Alright, so welcome everybody to the first podcast of the JonQ Experience. It is your boy John speaking.
This is Q.
And let's talk about some shit. So since this is the first podcast, what we are going to do is basically, for those who don't really know us all that well, we're going to give you like a brief introduction on, of course, who he is, what we do, and just some shit that we're gonna be talking about. And the first thing that we want to kind of lay down is some terms that we do use that some of y'all might not know, and we'll break that down, and some of the other things that we might reference during the show that some of y'all might be confused on, and of course we'll break that down as well. All right. So of course, most of y'all already know us already, but I'm
Most
John.
of y'all.
Most of y'all. Well, for the new niggas, I am John, or the John, and he is cute. He uses government name if he wants to. That's if you want to. Do you want to?
I'm just gonna stick with Q on this one.
Alright, we'll keep with Q, and I'll stick with John because I don't want to use my government name either. But by my Facebook, you already know what the hell it is. But don't nobody call me that shit. Only people that call me that is government officials, people who basically looking for your boy, or of course like close family or something like that. Now damn near nobody call me by my nickname but family. You don't even know my nickname. I think my mom actually did say my nickname around you. You probably forgot what it was.
I did.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, keep it that way. But yeah, nobody outside of immediate family and immediate friends, like best friends, not just niggas I just run up on. I'm talking about like niggas that I've been like grow like knee high from the tree high type shit. Yeah, only they can call me by my goddamn nickname. So, in which I will not tell y'all. But if you do know it, don't go around telling fucking people. But anyway, so the first thing we want to go ahead and talk about, as far as what we're going to be explaining, are a simple thing called fucks.
Yeah.
Fucks. Q, what exactly are fucks?
We've been actually trying to do research on that for a long time, and to this point, we have not found any fucks per se. We went to many a store. Every time we, asked about them, they always were sold out. They always have it on back order, but as of yet, since 2015, they have not gotten any fucks in yet. So.
True. I mean, I went to the store the other day, and I went to the fuck aisle, and what I thought they were gonna be fucks, they're all gone. I asked the guy in the back. I was like, hey man, like when y'all gonna get a new shipment of fucks? He's like, man, they on back order. I'm like, for how long? He's like, TBA. I'm like, really? Like, you really gonna hit me with the to be announced? Like, yeah, bro. I don't even know.
I mean, at this point, it's like Duke Nukem Forever before the actual game came out.
True.
So as of right now, if we don't have any fucks, it's just because they haven't got them in yet. So I'm not gonna apologize for that. That's just what it is at this point.
True. And I'm not gonna apologize either because that's something that's outside of our control, indefinitely. And I will keep you guys updated if they actually do get some fucks in. I'll update on the fuck shipment. But at the moment, there are none, and there will be none on this podcast. So yeah, for all those who don't know what the hell fucks are, because some of y'all basic, and bless your heart for that. But still, fucks are what are called cares. Fucks are your cares, okay? And yes, I'm not saying that you shouldn't care about some things, but most things you really shouldn't. Shit that you just can't control, or shit that again you just don't give a fuck about. Because when we were working at one of our older jobs, or we call it the trap house, some people might call it a lorga. So yeah, now I can't really say we worked for Samsung per se because we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so I can't beat down Samsung's name for this, because it's technically a lorga. And all you people who are listening that actually did work at the trap house, y'all know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Because before I started working at lorga, I actually was a caring guy. Believe it or not, well, damn, this is fucked up. You laugh like that, but I actually did kind of care about some things. But as soon as I started working there, fuck all that. It all just went out. It just went out the window because talking to people there, just the goddamn customers, was draining. It's like they just didn't fucking listen. And when I tried to care about their situation, they just made it harder for me to do so. Because how are you gonna be such an asshole to me when I'm trying to help you, nigga? Especially the doctors, the lawyers,
the doctors,
and the people who had like goddamn 12 degrees, saying that oh well, no, why is this so goddamn hard? I'm a doctor, I'm an asshole. Fix my TV. I'm like, oh well, okay. So since you're a doctor, how come you don't know how to program your TV?
I got this PhD. It shouldn't be so hard. I can't connect my TV to the internet, and all you tell me to do is look on the back of your router, and there's your password.
Exactly. So I had one customer actually come up to me and say that, well, he didn't come up to me, but he called me on the phone and said, my TV's not working. This is bullshit. I paid $2,000 for this television, and it's not turned on at all. Why is y'all products garbage? This shouldn't be happening like this. I'm like, okay, sir. Well, I'm sorry that happened.
Right.
And first off, do you see any red indicator lights on your TV? And he was like, no, what the hell is that? Like, well, it's a light that's on your TV, like I just said. And he's like, no, I don't see no damn indicator light. I'm like, okay, sir. Well, just as a formality, is your television plugged in? He's like, you think I'm? No, he got offended when I asked him that. He was like, are you fucking serious? Like, you think I'm that goddamn stupid? I'm like, well, sir, we just have to go over these basic procedures, and just to make sure that everything on the television is functioning. He's like, well, goddamn it, I'll check. And the line got silent for like 2 minutes.
As usual.
And I'm like, sir, are you still there? And apparently his wife picked up the phone.
Oh, so they tag teamed.
Yeah, they tag teamed me. Well, she picked up the phone and she's like, hello. And I was like, yes, ma'am. No, this is John from Samsung Tech Support. Blah blah blah. And I was just helping your husband try to get the TV working. I asked him to make sure the TV is plugged in, and I just wanted to know if he was able to do that. And she was like, oh yeah, he plugged it in. It's working now. I was like, really, bitch?
Really? So you telling me that he was too embarrassed
to get back on the phone because I just made a fucking fool out of his ass. The nigga that got a PhD or what the fuck he got, whatever high ass degree he had, but this nigga did not remember to fucking plug the TV. You can't fix stupid.
I mean, there were definitely a lot of scenarios, especially when you hit the advanced technical department. We called it tier 2 at the time. Not sure if that's still a thing there. I doubt it is.
No, I don't know.
I mean, there's numerous horror stories that we can definitely go over.
Yes.
One of my most memorable ones over there is simply I was talking to this lady. I didn't know where she was at. She just called in and said, hey, I need help connecting my TV to the internet, similar to you, right?
Bro.
So I was like, okay. So we went over to similar steps. TV plugged in. How close is the TV to the router? That sort of jazz. And she told me. I said, okay. So do you know the password to your router? She's like, no. I say, well, for the TV to connect to the internet, you're gonna have to connect it to the router. He said, I can't. I'm in Best Buy right now. I don't know the password to the TV to the router. I was like, oh, well, unless you can get the password to the router, to their internet, in their business, then it's kind of what it's called ends, because you gotta have the information. TV just doesn't, look at a network and connect automatically. It just doesn't work that way.
True.
So line goes silent for 5 minutes because I guess she's talking to one of the employees there, and somehow or another she convinced him to give him the password.
Oh, son of a bitch.
She goes in there, we walk through the process, go through the menu and whatnot, and the password didn't work. Oh, so I was like, she said, why didn't it work? I said, apparently the password's wrong because the TV's not accepting it. He said, that's impossible. They gave me the password. I said, okay, let's do another test. You got a smartphone on you? Like, yes, I'm talking on it now. I said, you can connect to the Wi-Fi on your phone. Put in that password. The password didn't work. She still had a nerve to say it's still an issue with the TV.
Really?
You tried on two separate devices, your device and a TV. Both of them didn't work, so the password was obviously wrong.
True.
So So as per usual in the tier 2 department, she went on a tirade for a good 5 minutes as I was playing Minecraft, not Minecraft, but Minesweeper on my computer.
True, because we could do that.
And she was just going there. I was like, ma'am, unless you had that password, this is where it ends.
Right, this is it. I mean, she couldn't in fact, you could have even further embarrassed her by turning on the mobile hotspot on her phone and connected her TV to her phone.
Yeah,
that would have further embarrassed her.
But I don't know what it is. I know it did. I did develop this self-defense mechanism. I'm gonna call it that. When they start yelling at me, I just tune it out. Like it is what it is. Because at that point, like I can't. I deal with so many calls each day where people get mad at you to care about each and every last one of those calls. You'll go insane.
True. So you're fucks.
Yeah. So that's where the fucks came in. Well, that's where they
went out. Yeah.
That's where they went out.
Ran out.
I mean, to the trap house was my first call center experience. And I had to admit that, me coming from a non-call center background, when they did like the little tour through the trap house, I thought everybody was bipolar.
Well, damn, not bipolar.
I mean, because you didn't understand. Because until you got on the phone, you didn't understand. It was simply like you see them on the phone, like, yes, ma'am, da 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 da, all proper, like. And then when they get off the phone or put them on hold, like this motherfucker right here, just you just hear to go in on this person. Then the next call come in and they back to the customer service thing, and you did, and that's all I saw. I didn't hear what was going on the phone.
Oh, okay.
So at that point, like, these people are crazy. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna survive here. But got on the phones. It wasn't all that hard. But I can't say I did struggle the first couple months there, only because I care too much about my scores.
There you go. Again,
the fucks.
Yeah.
Then and then that third month I was like, if it's gonna happen, because my first supervisor, she had it in for me for some reason. I don't know. I just didn't care, so I'm just gonna get them off the phone, get them on and off, and all of a sudden I rose to the top of the pack. So
there you go.
It is what it is. After that story on, it's just more horror stories.
A lot of them, especially that one guy when we was in tier 2, and I was the first one to talk to him. Whatever the situation was, I got his TV to work.
Right.
Dude was happy. Dude was cool. But then, like, maybe 5 minutes later, it went back to going, like, basically broke again. And then I think Jasmine got him. And I don't know what the hell Jasmine said or what he said, but he cussed Jasmine out from Genesis to Revelation. So Jasmine hangs up on his ass.
Wait, was this
but then he calls back in and gets somebody else. And he actually hangs up, calls back, and gets damn near everybody else on tier 2 but me.
Wow. I remember this guy.
Yeah.
Because I got him 3 times. He didn't recognize me at all.
Damn.
He did. He hit everybody from the road. He literally went down the road. Road, everybody in tier 2.
But not me again.
Not only did he do that night, he called in the very next morning.
Oh, he did?
Yes, he did.
Damn, son. Let's see that much I didn't know.
Yes, he called in the very next morning.
Gotta check your phone, bro.
Yeah, there you go. He called in the very next morning, and he did it again. I think he made it to Halorica's block list. So I don't know if he made it back at all.
I don't know either. I really don't care, to be honest with you. And then didn't we actually log into one of the phones at like the supervisor desk, and we actually heard old boy going. I think that was his wife at that time.
No, it was still him.
Was it him? Okay.
It was definitely still him, because the supervisors wasn't believing us. Like, this dude was called in 6 times, and he's cussing everybody out. Like, so we got on the, our supervisor was set at the time. So yeah, we put him upstairs phone, put him up there, and we just let him go off. We just let him vent. And it was him every time, and it was the exact same thing. So I don't know what John did exactly.
Well, John fixed the shit. That's what I did. But apparently he did some shit to break it again, and Johnny had no control over that.
I don't know, because it worked. It did. then it just stopped.
Right.
So,
So
I don't know.
So what happened between me talking to him last and that call ending is God's work.
I don't know. It feels
I don't
like a time virus. Like you fixed it and then put a little virus on it. It just caused it not to work anymore.
I mean, I can't confirm or deny that. But the thing is, it was working when we got off the phone. When he called back in, it wasn't. So what happened between that time period, I had nothing to do with. I don't know if he had sex with the TV. He could have smeared some butter on it or something like that. Could have been had like a water balloon fight or some shit. I don't know his life like that. You know.
I mean, all that's plausible. I mean, it was around Christmas time, so
yeah, there you go.
There was a lot of festive holiday.
Indeed, some eggnog could got splashed on it. You know what I mean? A little bit. The type of eggnog it is up to his discretion. You know, he can giggity. But what he does with his TV is his business. But still, I just know that as soon as I got the phone, it was working. He called back, it wasn't. But good thing is he didn't get me again.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
That's all.
So lucky me. But we can go. We have multiple horror stories about the trap house, and if anybody wants to comment their personal stories as well, proceed to do so. But that's the environment where we learned to stop giving fucks. Yeah. Because as soon as you stop giving fucks, your life will be so much easier. Like that job just got so much easier as soon as we stopped giving fucks.
Yeah, it really did.
I mean, the stress went away. I mean, my skin cleared up.
Yeah.
My edges came back. And all that good time stuff.
I smiled. I actually decorated my desk a little bit.
We were actually somewhat, I wouldn't say excited, but we were content to go there. We were actually content to actually go in, log in.
Yeah.
And to be on like some real shit, like tier 2 at that time. I don't know how it is at the moment, but tier 2, we did some shit. We did a lot of shit. Lightly. Yeah, we did some shit. And damn, that's all I can say. That's all I can really say.
We're in a confessional.
Yeah. That's all I can really go. That's all I can really say that without me incriminating myself.
I mean, at this point, you no longer.
I no longer
work at that establishment.
I no longer work at that establishment.
Anything you say at this point is kind of like fair game because you don't plan on going back.
No, not really. But I don't know. But I mean, some other people might want to go there. I don't want to discourage them from going there, because again, we've been going there for like a long ass time.
That's true.
So things could have changed. So back then, when we were there, again, been going there since 4 years, damn near 5 years, 5 years.
What's up?
Something like that. Yeah, about 4. Yeah, we go 5. So it's been a while. So again, they could have changed the shit. Yeah, they could change the shit up. But anyway, but I say that to say that it was because of that establishment that made me realize that if you give less fucks about things, life would be so much better. Like that ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend that just keeps fucking getting on your nerves. If you just stop giving a fuck about them, stress goes away. Stop picking up their phone calls. Stop answering. Stop answering their texts. Yeah, their little instant messages or whatever. Put them shits on red, or block them. Like for all those who know my situation, we all know, we ain't gonna say her name, but her name is 50 Watt. And if you know me, you know who she is. I ain't gonna say no names, but she is there. And even with her, like, she might message me, it's just some bullshit from time to time. Of course, I put it on red. If it ain't about business, don't fucking talk to me, B, at all. And this bitch had the nerve, the gall, the audacity the other night to actually hit me up on the face space in the messenger and say that I miss you. How the fuck am I supposed to respond to that? In fact, let me see if I can actually pull that shit up on my phone, and I'll let you see that shit for yourself. Yeah, you see that shit at the bottom? Talking about something, I miss you, John.
Wow, she even waved at you.
Yeah, she even waved at me, but you see, I ain't responded to that shit, right?
Yeah.
But that bitch on red so fucking quick.
Yeah.
Because, like, what am I supposed to do? Like send her a thumbs up? Like, okay, because I damn sure ain't gonna put I miss you too. Fuck all that, because I damn sure don't. Little crazy bitch.
When it comes to the whole no fuck situation, especially with people, We have recently, I'll say since I moved in, we have a no open door list of
True.
people that we do not allow in the house anymore.
Indeed. She is one of them.
She is one of them, and if you think that you're on that list, more than likely you are.
You probably are.
And you more than likely know why you're on that list.
True. So if we don't open the door, or we just tell you ass to kick rocks, then I'm pretty sure you should know why.
You should know
that
why.
there shouldn't be any, oh, well, why are you treating me like this? Why are you treating me so bad? I thought we was friends. No. Well, bitch, you thought. You thought like shit too.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, apparently we not cool no more. We ain't boys. You know.
We ain't cool no
Yeah,
more.
we ain't cool no more. So get the fuck. In fact, we have a policy that if you are gonna come over, let us know in advance. Okay.
Yeah.
So don't just roll up in here and just knock on the door and expect us to be cool with that shit. Cause we won't be.
Nah.
And don't do like some people and try to hide outside the with the little eye of the door or whatever that we can't see you. Cause guess what? If we can't see you, we will not open the door.
No.
At all.
Not at all.
Not at all. So if you want to hide, then bitch, you can stay outside and hide. We ain't gonna seek you.
We
But
cool.
you can, yeah.
We got plenty of things to do in the house.
Exactly. So we cool. And that's just gonna be your loss.
I mean, some people like the surprise, like, hey, pop up, so you know. We just let you know in advance if you do know where we stay at. It's not something we give out all the time.
True, it's not.
You know, let us know. You have our numbers. You can contact us through multiple ways.
Multiple channels. But the thing is that if you contact us and we don't respond at all, I'm not saying give us maybe 5-10 minutes because you might be doing some shit, you might be at work and something like that. But if we just don't respond at all within 24 hours, then you might be on that list. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, honestly, I'm pretty good at getting back to people when they text me. If I don't get to it immediately, more than likely I'm in the middle of doing something. So if I'm
Same
at
here.
work or working on stuff, you gotta forgive a brother. Maybe not. I don't have my phone on at the whole time, or it's not right in front of me, and I have my phone on silent for whatever reason it may be.
True. Same here, because I might be at work, or I may be cooking in the kitchen, getting texts in the kitchen, might be in the shit, might be in the bathroom, might be working on something on the computer, or my shit just might be on vibrate,
Right.
But which it does happen, because when I get off work, my shit still be on vibrate. Sometimes I forget to turn that shit on. So it's multiple facets to get in touch with, regardless. But if we do not respond to you within 24 hours, or if not more, you might be on that list that we talked about before.
True.
That's all I gotta say. So knowing that we do check our phones on a regular basis and we do not respond to you within that certain time frame, you may be on that list. That's all I gotta say. So don't be surprised, bitch.
As far as us get sexy in the kitchen, that is one of our
that's one of our sayings. Well, let me explain that, because some people might be like, what the hell y'all doing? But yeah, what that means is that us getting sexy in the kitchen just means that we just in the meat kitchen, whipping up that good shit, making them dishes and shit like that. That most of y'all that follow my face space see some of the creations that I post up on there, especially my famous pizzas that everybody talks about.
Yep.
And I do apologize for some of y'all that still haven't had the luxury of doing so. Y'all just ain't never brought your ass over here.
That's completely on you.
That is on you, because I do invite.
We do invites.
Yeah, I do invites. I do announce when I do make them. Now, granted, I actually haven't made one all this year though, because trying the whole health kick and everything.
That is the thing that's going on.
Yeah, that is something that I'm trying to do. Keyword. But just because I haven't made one doesn't mean I don't know how to make one. So yeah. So I mean, that's just like shooting a gun. Just because I don't have a gun don't mean I don't know how to shoot one. Goddamn. Don't mean I don't know how to pop a cap in somebody's ass.
See, hopefully we don't have to, get to that point.
I mean, hopefully we don't, but but if a nigga want to step off, no, clack clack. That's all I gotta say.
It's definitely true.
Exactly. So from my background, I do come from a gun wielding family. So yeah, especially my mother, who is a former police officer. So of course, I know shooting guns is in my DNA. It literally is in my blood. And so you wanna run off, and your boy got you. Just saying.
I mean, my little history. Been in plenty of got a bunch of family in the country, so we had those giant backyards and the BB guns and the rifles in the back, and we practice hitting cans from 50 yards out. So long shots are easy for me. So
Well, see, there you go. So running isn't really an option. I mean, you can run; it's fun. Get some good cardio, but just know that bullet about to be in your ass pretty soon. So, so don't expect running is actually gonna help you too much. Just saying. But whatever. Even if you serpentine, like you're trying to get away from an alligator or some shit like that, ain't gonna work.
Nah.
Because the only thing we gotta do is project where you're gonna be, and there you go. Boom, you're still dead, little bitch. But anyways, yeah, I think we just got sidetracked. We'll do that a lot, by the way. I apologize. That's
typically
that will typically be our thing. We will get sidetracked from time to time. But anyway, but make a long story short, don't roll up on a house like that unannounced, bitch.
Let us know in advance. Yeah. We'll prepare for you to be here. Otherwise, if you do roll up unannounced, whatever you see is whatever you see at that point.
There you go. And the last thing that we want to touch on real quick, because this podcast is actually going a little bit longer than I expected, but then again, this is us, so I'm not really all that surprised, is another thing that we will actually get more in depth on in a future, possibly the next episode, is something that we call the main character bullshit clause. Yes. Now, just to let you guys know, that this podcast, of course, if you haven't read the summary about on the page of what this podcast is gonna be about, of course, it's gonna be about nerd shit, anime, cartoon, games, shit like that, social issues as well. But there is a big thing in anime which we have dubbed the main character bullshit clause. And do you want to exactly define what that main character bullshit clause is?
The main character bullshit clause has been around since the dawn of time, especially when stories have been involved over a long series. But in this case, the main character bullshit clause was born in the time where Bleach was very popular at the time.
Yes.
This is the Ukiura fight when he reached his second form, and let's be honest, that's where the main bullshit character flaws was birthed at that point. The main hero was beaten ragged. He had nothing in him. He's barely able to hold on to his sword, and the bad guy held him up by his neck, by his tail, and he blasted a hole through his chest. Now, when I say he blasted a hole through his chest, I'm talking like a hula hoop size hole in his chest. I'm talking the spinal cord, the heart, lungs, anything in the chest cavity area was all gone at that point. Actually, you could put your head through it and have nothing touching it at that point. Now, at that point,
like you can actually use his stomach to shoot basketball through.
Yeah,
it was that big.
Now, the main character did not have healing powers like, let's say, a Wolverine, where something like that where it happened to him, oh, he's coming back. He didn't have those healing powers. He had minor healing factor. So if you got like a scrape or something, he'd be gone in a couple of minutes.
Scratch, maybe.
But this dude had a hula hoop size hole in his chest. Not only this, he literally died in this guy's his grass. He drops him. And before he hit the ground, his girlfriend was like, "Oh no, my boyfriend, he's dying. Please come back and save me." After he had a whole hula hoop size hole blast through, that's a whole nother issue right there, because that's just stupid.
Right.
But where the main bullshit character clause kicked in is that somehow, some way, the main character was able to hear his girlfriend begging for him to come back. Now, if this was any other character, I'm talking any other character.
You can say their names. I'm pretty sure they know.
Ichigo.
Yeah.
If this was Byakuya, Kenpachi, Yuri, even Aizen, I don't know if he would survive this at this point.
Well, he probably could have, because it's Aizen. He probably
hit you.
And if he did get on him, planned it.
He planned it.
Yeah.
He planned it to happen that way.
Yeah.
But if it was any other character, they'll be down on the floor, and rightfully so. But Ichigo, in this case, somehow, some way, his alter ego was able to take over his body after the damage had been done.
True.
Bring him back to life. Not only resurrect this guy, but he overpowered, decimated the villain at the time, Ukiura. That is the conception of the main bullshit character clause. Because let's be honest, if the story was written fairly and without bullshit in there, that's where Bleach would have ended at that point. At least for Ichigo.
Ichigo's story would have ended, which technically would have ended the entire
pretty much
thing, because there is no way you can sit up here and tell me that once you get a hole that size blasted in your fucking body,
right,
that you are going to come back. Everything has gone. Everything that keeps him alive as a human being. And John, he's a Shinigami, he's Soul Reaper. No, bitch, he's a substitute.
Right, he's a
Soul
substitute.
Reaper. He's not even a real Soul Reaper.
He's not even a real.
He's not. All right, he's like he's the B team.
Right.
at most, that's me being generous. But yeah, everything that kept him alive, organs, heart, lungs, all that shit was gone, and then he was dropped dead on the ground. So you mean to tell me what magically resurrected him was the outcries of his bitch? That's all. His bottom bitch that was actually just crying out for him made him resurrect, and then for some odd reason gain the power, the ability, the fortitude that actually raise up and then whoop the ass of the guy who was whooping his ass for the last 10 minutes. So I ask logically, where the fuck was this power 5 minutes ago when he was getting his ever-loving ass handed to him?
Now, I want to make sure we are clear on this. Now, the main character bullshit clause is higher than one would say plot armor is. Now, plot armor is pretty popular out there.
Yeah, now that we'll get into on the next episode.
But when we say main character bullshit clause, this is something that should not even happen with people who have plot armor.
True.
Because even plot armor has limits to it.
True.
Main character bullshit clause is stuff that happens in a story that no way, no how should ever happen in the context of the story. No rules have been established that this happens, and even to make it worse, that this particular act never happens again.
True. And on top of that, some people might define this as an ass pull, which it is, because an ass pull and main character bullshit clause, they are one. I would say damn near one and the same. They're close. There are some differences, some very small differences. But the main character bullshit clause, and on top of that, is an event that occurs that no one can really put logically or explain.
It's true.
At all. And you know what? And what puts insult to injury is that no one even tries to. Like, no one in the cartoon has ever questioned why, out of all times, Ichigo went into his, I think, Vassal Lorde form or whatever,
right, to
save Orihime, and then after that, he went back to normal. And after he got done whooping Ukiura's ass, his big ass hole that was actually just blasting his fucking chest just magically healed itself.
Just went away.
Like nothing happened.
Like Mr. Queen just came through with a rag and wiped it away.
Yep, and just wiped it away, And then on top of that, nobody questioned the shit at all. I mean, Ukiura was like, of course not Ukiura, but Uyu or whatever.
Yeah.
He kind of tried to square off against Ichigo. No, he lost his hand. He wasn't all that handy, giggity, in the fight. But after he went back to normal, nobody questioned it. Just like, damn, that's fucked up. But hey, at least we're alive.
Nope, he just went on to the very next fight, and
yeah.
Even when he went to his inner world and talked to the side of him that took over, he didn't even explain that shit.
No, he didn't at all. He was like, yeah, that's me.
I mean, up to this point, he even gave him the king versus the horse speech, and did not explain what the fuck just happened right there.
Not at all.
Like, he didn't tell him that, guess what? I'm completely awake now. You have a extra life mushroom in your back pocket right now. So if anything happens, I'm stepping in there. None of that was established at all.
None. Not at all. Because why the fuck would it? Because again, it's the main character bullshit clause. It doesn't need to be explained. It just it's a thing that is. Now, of course, like I said, the main character bullshit claw different from the plot armor because there is a anime / manga out there that has a lot of plot armor, and like all the characters are protected by plot, and that's Seven Deadly Sins. Almost damn near every character there is protected by goddamn plot. I mean,
there's not a time where they're not.
Right, and I mean, they are just. I did that. Their plot armor is on some high levels, some extreme high levels. I mean, I'm almost caught up in the manga. I think I'm like 40 chapters away from getting caught up. But to the point now I'm at now, I have seen so many instances where they should have died. They should have gotten dead. Like the main character should have been like just completely overpowered and just died. But no, they were saved multiple times by plot, especially Meliodas or whatever.
Yes, Meliodas.
Yeah, he is the arbiter of plot armor in that whole fucking anime / manga.
His weapon is plot armor.
His weapon is plot armor. I mean, his abilities are plot armor. I mean, Meliodas is basically plot incarnate.
True.
I mean, he's walking plot. That's all he basically is. And there, I mean, so far to where I'm at in the manga, he is still plot.
Yeah.
In fact, where I mean, there is a moment where no spoilers or anything like that, but he actually does somewhat get resurrected.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I mean, yeah, they explain why, but during that time, it's still he just doesn't. Like he basically like Ichigo. It just happened.
Yes.
But even though they kind of explain it, it's still like they explain it like 40 chapters after it happened.
Well, yeah, I feel like the author, so I feel like I gotta explain it at this point.
Yeah, so I feel that somebody along the line said, "Hey man, this was a giant ass pull that you just did. You have to explain it." So that's why he explained it like 40 chapters afterwards. I mean, I could be exaggerating. I don't fucking know, but It was a long ass fucking time before they finally explained why he did that giant ass pull. As episodes go on with us, we actually will dive deeper into it and explain some other animes that actually did the same thing. And I'm pretty sure some other people will be on the chat with us, and we could be a heated debate. in fact, next episode will probably be a quite heated debate as well. But again, to just kind of wrap this up because this is a little bit longer than I expected. But just kind of wrap this up. This was actually just a intro podcast. Just let you know, of course, me and my boy, what we plan to do, conversations that we're gonna have, and definitely when other people jump in and give their 2 cents, then it's gonna be one hell of a ride. So So as far as this episode goes, I say that we are in the bag with this one. And I would say to definitely stay tuned for further shenanigans later on. The other episodes, of course, will have guest stars. And if possible, if you would like to be a guest star, just definitely reach out to me and my boy. And just let us know, what you might want to talk about. What you might want to bring to the table. And we'll see if we can hook that up. Whether you can come over here and be live, or if we have to do a Skype call or something like that to reach out to you, we can do that too. But because we actually don't want this to be just 2 niggas or just 3 people that were just talking to you. We'd like to have a open dialect, open conversation. So because that's encouraged.
Yes.
So definitely encouraged. So it's not just us just talking to you, but if you want to go ahead and give some feedback, let us know, and we'll put it in the show. Yeah. But other than that, you got any outgoing words?
We look forward to doing more in the future. Like I said, like John said in this case, if you want to join the show, reach out to us either through the our face space
in my book,
face space my book, or Facebook in this case. Reach out to us through our official page on Facebook. Let us know you want to join in, and we will definitely reach back out to you. We'll let you know how the format runs, and we'll make it happen.
Indeed. But other than that, I would say that stay sexy. Gucci.
That was so wonderful.
Hell yeah. Gucci.